What's trust worth for your clients? If you know what your client is worth, then ultimately, pretty closely, trust is going to be worth something similar. The biggest mistake in most businesses is not focusing on the problem that you solve for your clients. People buy from you when they feel understood, not when they understand you. We're going to show you the 4 key focuses of connection campaigns. We're going to give you 21 examples of connection campaigns you can create even if you don't have a big budget or team. 19 topics to jumpstart your campaigns today and more. By the way, if you got all that, would you consider this segment valuable? Yeah? All right. So again, all of these fits under our 9-phase client journey. Know you, respect you, trust you. And most of the marketing we're talking about through this process is here to the bridge between developing a lead and ultimately creating a bridge to being a buyer, right? It also fits under our platform, which is our vision and growth plan, connection campaigns, lead machines, education-based conversions event, and scaling. All of these work in synchronicity. It also typically will tie to the sales roadmap, and ultimately any platform you have that you're driving leads to you, right? Whether it's Facebook, whether it's email, whether it's social media posts, organic, whether it's paid social, or any of these things that are incoming lines in the water, if you will, they're driving through this mechanism. So with that in mind, let's talk about connection campaigns. Why? What's trust worth today, right? What's trust worth for your clients, right? If you know what your client is worth, then ultimately, pretty closely, trust is going to be worth something similar. The biggest mistake in most businesses is not focusing on the problem that you solve for your clients. We get hung up on our thing, right? Years ago, I got hung up on my coaching. They didn't want coaching. People don't want coaching. They want what it delivers, which we'll go more into. In fact, I believe this is a Dan Sullivan quote, but I'm not 100% sure. But people buy from you when they feel understood, not when they understand you or me, right? And there are 4 keys to build these connection campaigns. Number 1, what problem do you solve? And you probably want to write these down. What problem do I solve? And whatever service or product is, you want to be thinking of that. Number 2, you want to create a solution that hooks to the problem. We did that earlier with Bill. Do you struggle with knee pain and shoulder pain? That's a pretty simple question to ask. It's not a bunch of jargon. It's not a bunch of medical technology that confuses people. It's simple and plain English that the person who is the recipient, and most important, can understand it. It's, Dean Graziosi, when we worked together, used to have this saying, keep it so low the goats can eat it, right? And that's what you want to do. That's the art and science of simplicity. Number 3, make sure your topic is in one of the top 3 industries, if at all possible: finances, health, and relationships. These are multiple billion-dollar models. You want to try to tap into that. Number 4, create a message that tells potential clients what you solve for them, right? What do you solve for them? Like ours is real simple: leads, appointments, clients. Now, there's mechanisms to do that, but at the end of the day, what do most people want? Leads, appointments, clients, right? So examples that you can model from as well. This is a client of ours. She eliminates anxiety in 10 minutes or less. Is that a pretty simple message to understand what problem she solves for you? If you have anxiety, she can help you solve it in 10 minutes or less. 5 roadblocks for scaling your HVAC business. Right? It's another client we work with. Another one: discover the hidden causes behind your health struggles. 8 out-of-the-box ways to transform your health. Right? This is actually the title of a book. One of our clients, Dr. Maggie, she's a best-selling author and does amazing work in her world, right? So she became I think it was an Amazon bestseller. It could be wrong. It could be some of the other platforms too, based on the topic she helps solve. So what types of connection campaigns? There's 6 predominant connection campaigns. You can do case study videos. So of your clients, do a case study. In other words, a before. Think of the stories that you're going to share with your clients, by the way, the before pain or the hell, and then the after heaven or the solution, right? Problem, solution, heaven or hell and heaven, right? Case study videos, interviews. So you can do an interview with somebody. You could do it with a client. You could have them interview you. You could have a team member interview you. You can do these interviews in sessions like this. You could do it on Zoom. You can do it on Vimeo. You can do it on 1,001 platforms super easily today and connect with each other. You can use something like StreamYard and come on and have somebody interview you about your wisdom, and then you could post it, right? And then boost it. You can go into, many of the platforms either pay to run an ad to it or do what's called boosting it. for a couple bucks a day, and you can get in front of more and more people that are your right fit clients. Number 3, social posts. You can literally do social posts and boost it. We did that today. Put $17 behind it. We had 4 people that registered for today, to get access to what we're doing, which is crazy, right? To think about that, you can do social posts with a boost. Next, video content. So you can record a short video. The most commonplace places to post video that are getting legs today and traction: Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and TikTok Reels. If you're into TikTok, right? You can get Reels and then drive them to your lead mechanism. So those Reels leads to ultimately longer form stuff. Video content with a boost, right? So video content with a boost, article with a boost. So it's content, video and written. So don't think of it as, one or the other. It's content. One is written, one is not. One is written, one is video, right? And then you can boost it. You can put some paid media behind it, which leads there. Even more connection campaigns. And we're going to go through these fairly quickly. I just realized the time, Phil. So I just realized that. So live streams, emails, texts, private messages, voice drops, podcasts, whether you're interviewing somebody or they're interviewing you. Speaking, hosting events, parties, demonstrations, dinners, client stories, education, industry news and updates, phone calls, introductions, video messages, audio messages, those video messages in an email. Don't just email by text, email with a video in it. Makes the email really short, which also has a tendency to get clicked on. Hey, I recorded a personal message for you, William. Boom. That could be a video. That also adds dimensions. People also look at that as thoughtfulness because you went one extra step besides being lazy and just typing an email like most people do. You could do the same thing by audio, right? You could do an audio text. You could do a video text. Again, think of all the applications. Mailers, postcards, right? What else? What else could you do to connect? I mean, there's so many different ways. Now, you might be going, okay, Dan, that all makes sense. And I can see how I can get 1, 2, 3, 4 more of these things in place right away. What do I talk about? I'm kind of introverted. I'm kind of this. I'm kind of that. What do I talk about? So I'm going to give you, about 20 different ways, 21 different ways that you can, as far as topics. The problems of your client. Think of the problems, write down the top problems of your clients. What are they? Next, what are the top frequently asked questions your clients ask you regularly? And then just record one at a time, one problem at a time, one question at a time. Next, what are the to-dos? What are the not to-dos? What are the not nows they should think about? Because in all of your industry, just like our industry, we have people come to us, Phil, right? And they go, well, what do I do if I get too many leads? Well, that's a good first world problem and we'll deal with it when we get there, right? So like many people ask questions that are really not relevant, but they don't know what to ask. So there's questions that are to-dos, questions that are not to-dos. Definitely don't do those. We talked about some of those earlier, some of the myths, some of the misunderstandings. And then there's not nows. You can put them on a table for later when they're really ready for it, right? Like someone who's, 100 pounds overweight and, has knee pain and has neck pain, right? William, you're probably like, that person doesn't need to, well, what happens if I'm running a marathon and I continue to get knee pain? Well, you're not running marathon, so what, it doesn't matter. Like, and I don't mean to be disrespectful, but I'm trying to drive the point home. All of us have these in our things. Next, tech uses. What are the tech uses in your industry that people could, simplify what they do? Useful health, fitness, and mindset things related. Top mistakes people are making, top myths, top misunderstandings, the big embarrassments you had in doing what you do, right? I did one of those earlier today with our message that went out at the wrong time. Failures. What are some of the failures you've had? Be open to that, right? What to do if you're starting over. This is a great one. We usually build this in the actual training process in the second phase 2 of the training class model, because it's a great question. What would you do if you were starting over, and just address it, because people wonder it and ask it all the time. SEO content that drives traffic. Lessons as a parent, son or daughter, as it relates to your niche industry or field. Summary of what you learned from something. You went to an event. What did you learn? You read a book about something. What did you learn? And you paraphrase it. You simplify for people, right? Summary of books, events, etc. Client stories, before and afters, finances, passions that you have in common with your clients, and more. There's no shortage of simple things that literally you can get a camera today. It makes it so easy. We got a camera in our pocket. We can pull it out and do this. And here's the thing. To the point that was brought up earlier about messy with your message. The way to get your message really articulated and clear is to be willing to be a little messy. It doesn't mean you be completely like crazy, but be willing to be a little messy to get it going. It's better to get it going than get it perfect, right? And just take some action with it, right? So that in mind, we've covered connection campaigns. We've talked about how you can get people to know you, respect. And by the way, what do you think would happen for your business if you got these types of campaigns in place? If you had a handful more of these, would you have more authority in your market? Would you have more credibility or super authority? Would the news stations in your market possibly look for you as an expert to have you on their shows, which then boosts it up even more? Like, these things start stacking on each other overall. And if you want help, again, with your content, with any of these things and how to really customize this and do it in a manageable way where you have a team that can help drive these things with you and for you, you want help with that? Then schedule a time by going to breakthrough3x.com/apply. Get access to all the different resources that we make available in our work. Again, we'll customize it for you. We don't have time to go through every detail now, but if you want to learn more, go to breakthrough3x.com/apply. And with that, what I want you to really do is recognize what are the action steps from this section. What are the key items that you're not doing from the topics, as well as the different connection campaigns, and what could you be doing? And what are your key takeaways? What are the action steps you're committed to get done? So let's take 4 minutes to do that, and then we're going to be winding this puppy down. All right. If you want to go faster, maybe like Kevin, maybe like several of our clients we've been talking about already, then I want to invite you to apply. Why? In our program, we work one-on-one with you as a personal advisor. We give you accountability. We give you a peer success team. We give you weekly sprints that matches out to quarterly and annual goals, daily support, execution, and an implementation team. We give you the proven roadmaps and tools. We give you exposure. We help you level up your mental game. We help you with the financial benchmarking so you're not hit with surprises of what's not working and why. Because we get there way before that. We give you access to our team of tech support. And if you'd like our help with helping you grow your business exponentially, to help you implement and execute the marketing for you, well, I invite you to go to this link. You can do this now before they get all booked up, because we all have a certain amount we make available each week. You can go to breakthrough3x.com/apply. We'll walk through a specific custom plan for you. That's what it's about, just like we did for Kevin, just like we've done with every client that we've worked with. We had an initial one-to-one conversation. And I know that breaks a lot of rules. We're going to talk about some of that nonsense in a minute that you've been taught, that you've been misled to not work for you. We're going to have a one-to-one conversation. We're going to review your business. And then we're going to go, here's 3 to 5 key things that you could implement that are going to be needle movers. And if you'd like that, and you'd like to learn how we can help you that way, then go to breakthrough3x.com/apply. What is Breakthrough3x? We're a fractional CMO marketing team that brings you the tools, the systems, the team to help you execute and implement. Our model is we feed you fish and we teach you to fish, which makes it unlike masterminds, coaching, unlike agencies. It's a hybrid, bringing the best of the best together, giving you access to our team of copywriters, graphic designers, traffic experts, SEO team, email marketing pros, and more. And if we have a fit, and only if we have a fit and there's a match, what ends up happening, what's included when we work together, you get up to 26 one-to-one sessions in a year. You get our bonus day that we do once a year. You get tech onboarding setup. We walk you through Breakthrough3x University that's customized to you. I believe it was Walter a little bit earlier was sharing the one thing for him that's been most valuable is like the sales scripting that we're making available. Other people, it will be how to go and run certain ad campaigns to drive webinar attendees and a whole lot. We customize it to you, because do you really need another course? Tell me, do you? You don't need another course. You don't need another idea. You need that stuff like you need a hole in your ear. You need useful, relevant things right now to do now, and then what next? Would you agree? And if not, you could say that too. We're going to introduce you to the marketing and business KPIs based on thousands of clients we've worked with over years. You get access to our annual content calendar build out. We help you build out your content calendar so it's in one place for you and your team, whether it's all internal or whether it's fractional or anywhere in between. We also give you access to our growth planner, empathy map. Many of our clients have told us this one thing, we call it Beyond the Avatar process, that we do with research in advance for you, for your client, is worth a whole year working with us, just alone, because they have much more clarity on their messaging. On top of that, we give you swipe files. Now, some of you have gotten our book and some of our resources, some of those things are in there, but again, we customize it. For example, here's an example of a swipe file. We built this for a client, but we have this internally. Plus, we have dozens and dozens and dozens of clients we built these for. Literally, how great would it be if you could run a webinar or a live cast or a challenge? They're all kind of the same thing. And you were able to generate 228 new clients in 17 days that produced over 350,000 in revenue. And that doesn't include the back end revenue. Would you like that blueprint? Like, this is what you get with us, right? On top of that, we give you access to bonus trainings. Our experts on our team are some of the best in the world at finance management and hiring to help create systems for that with you. You get access as a fractional CMO and CEO. You get access to a project manager that helps drive your, if we're fit. You get our team of copywriters, tech, automations, SEO, content. You get our traffic team that can run traffic for you. Again, we customize it to you. So all that being said, even if you wanted to write a check this second, just based on what we just covered, you couldn't. We got to see if we're a good fit. We got to see if there's alignment. We see if our values, see if there's opportunity. Our highest value client has paid us over about $1 million. We've helped them grow by over 10 million. We expect if we work together, we're going to be free to you, just like we are with our other clients. So if you want to learn more about how to be able to, set this up for your business and have us do what we do best, which is help clients grow exponentially and implement it with our team of experts, then go to breakthrough3x.com/apply. That's breakthrough3x.com/apply. Now, with that being said, one of the first most important points in this journey, especially as you're looking at getting more new leads, more conversions, higher value clients, begin with the end in mind.